Hi, all. Welcome. If you remember correctly, a while back I did a series of videos on reloading with my Lee equipment, touting the benefits of it, how good it was. So you're probably wondering, why is this sitting here? Well, I started reloading rifle ammunition again after a hiatus from that, and I ran into a bit of a problem. I discovered that as the cartridge got larger, the variance of the cartridge overall length started becoming unacceptable. I'd find a difference in length of as much as 8 to 10 thousandths. And after doing a little checking, I think I figured out where the problem is. I think what I'm fighting is a problem of momentum versus inertia. I found that in the turret head, as you can hear, there's play. And when I measured it, there's about 13 thousandths play there. So what I think's happening is, as I raise the ram, the momentum of the cartridge going into the seating die is lifting the turret, and depending on how fast or slow I raise the ram is going to determine how fast or slow the turret accelerates, which is going to make the bullet go in more or less depending on how much the turret moves. So if I do it faster, the bullet will seat further in. If I do it slower, the bullet's going to tend to seat further out. Now, this isn't a fault of design. This is necessary for the way it operates. Being an auto indexer, it has to have some play in there for the mechanism to work. So while it works perfectly acceptable for my pistol rounds, and I will continue to use this for pistol because I love the auto indexing, I don't think it's going to work out well for my long range ammunition. So after doing some checking, I picked up this Lyman All-American 8 Brass Smith turret. One of the drawbacks of it, to me at any rate, is it's not an auto indexing. I rather enjoy not having to worry about what die I'm on, but the way it's designed, this one should not have any play in it. So let's open it up and take a look. By the way, I still stand by everything I said about Lee. It is the best quality you can get for the dollar. This press here is still less than half the price of this one. Instruction manual. And the handle. Feels like it's all oiled. I'm probably going to have to clean all of this off. And by the way, this thing weighs a ton. So here's why I decided to go with this one. If you look, the way this thing is designed, there's support on the back of the turret so that when you raise the ram up, it's not going anywhere. And you can see there is no play in this at all. So I expect that it's going to act more like a single stage press, that it should be very solid. Incidentally, the Lee single stage presses, no problem with cartridge overall length. So there is no fault there. It is definitely the play in the turret. And let's see what else we've got here. Miscellaneous hardware. Okay, this is the This is the primer feeder, which I won't be using. I use there's a Lee Auto Prime. Nuts and bolts and an Allen wrench. And the looks like the rest of the priming mechanism. The arm for the turret. When you turn this turret, you've got an arm in it that you use to manually turn it. And it looks like that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and take some time to put this together, get it mounted on the bench, and then I'll be back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load some dummy rounds just to see if my theory is correct and we get back to a consistent overall length on the cartridge. I believe we're going to find that this one is very, very accurate. But we'll be right back. All right, so we've got the press temporarily bolted down, and I've got my Redding 223 bullet seating die in and adjusted according to the factory recommendations. And I've got my my standard that I use for setting up the die, which is set for 2.20. So now I'm going to put that up into the bullet seating die. I backed this way out so it wouldn't touch, and bring it down so it just touches the bullet. There we go, just touched. Now I may have to adjust that a little bit more to get it down to 220. It may come out a little bit long. So I've got some sized and unprimed brass here. As like I said, I'm just going to make some dummy rounds just to try it. I'm using a Hornady Full Metal Jacket 55 grain bullet. It's the same that is in this. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Now I'm not going to make any effort to make sure that I do everything at the same force or anything like that, just to see if there's any difference. Okay, so this is right now at 2.211. So let's turn it down 11 thousandths. Right about there should do it. Wherever that winds up, that should be close enough. Mostly I'm looking for consistency, not for the correct length at this point, since I'll just be taking it apart again. And that is 220 right on the nose. So now let's see if we can get 3 or 4 in a row, the same measurement. And if we do, I think that proves my case. Two 220. And that one's 2202. 2 thousandths I'll accept. It was the 8 to 10 thousandths that I was unhappy with. .220. We'll do one more just for good luck. All right, 220. Well, I think that supports my case. I'm fairly certain that I was right, that it was the play built into the turret on that Lee press. An unfortunate but necessary design necessity in order to make it work right. Like I said, I'm going to continue using that for my bulk loading of my my handguns, my 9mm and my 40 Smith & Wesson. But I think for the long-range rifles, this is the way to go. I just recently picked up a Sabati in 300 Win Mag that once I can get some primers to reload that will be a big test case for this guy to prove whether there's any flex or not. That is a big cartridge. So anyway, a short video showing you the Lyman Brass Smith 8-station turret. I think I'm going to be very happy with this. The assembly was certainly easy since I'm not using any of the parts for the primer. All I had to do was screw on the handle and bolt it down, and it was ready to go. I think it's going to be a good addition to the reloading bench. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.